Welcome to the Inventions That Changed the World quiz. We have 30 questions for you today. Let's see how many you can get right. Get ready. Who is credited with inventing the printing press? The answer is Johannes Gutenberg. Johannes Gutenberg invented the movable type printing press around 1440 in Germany. It revolutionized communication and made books accessible to ordinary people for the first time. What did Alexander Graham Bell invent in 1876? The answer is telephone. Alexander Graham Bell patented the telephone in 1876. His invention transformed long-distance communication and eventually led to the smartphones we carry today. Which brothers are famous for building the first successful airplane? The answer is Wright brothers. Orville and Wilbur Wright achieved the first powered flight on December 17, 1903, at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Their flight lasted just 12 seconds and covered 37 meters. What did Thomas Edison successfully demonstrate in 1879? The answer is light bulb. While Edison did not invent the first light bulb, he created the first practical and long-lasting version. His bulb burned for over 13 hours, making electric lighting commercially viable. Who invented the World Wide Web in 1989? The answer is Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist at CERN, invented the World Wide Web in 1989. He created HTML, URLs, and HTTP, the building blocks that power every website we visit today. What was the first material ever 3D printed? The answer is plastic. The first 3D printer, created by Chuck Hull in 1984, used ultraviolet light to harden thin layers of plastic. Today, 3D printers can use metals, ceramics, and even living cells. Which scientist is credited with discovering penicillin? The answer is Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin by accident in 1928 when mold contaminated one of his bacteria cultures. This discovery launched the era of antibiotics and has saved countless lives. What year was the first photograph ever taken? The answer is 1826. Joseph Nicephore Niepce captured the first permanent photograph in 1826, showing the view from his window in France. The exposure took about 8 hours to complete. Who invented the steam engine that powered the Industrial Revolution? The answer is James Watt. While earlier steam engines existed, James Watt dramatically improved the design in 1769. His efficient engine powered factories, trains, and ships, launching the Industrial Revolution. What did Carl Benz patent in 1886? The answer is automobile. Carl Benz patented the Benz patent motor wagon in 1886, widely regarded as the first true automobile. It had 3 wheels, a gasoline engine, and could reach 16 kilometers per hour. Which invention allows us to keep food fresh for long periods? The answer is refrigerator. The first practical home refrigerator was introduced in 1913. Before refrigeration, people relied on ice houses and root cellars to keep food from spoiling. Who is known as the father of the modern computer? The answer is Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage designed the analytical engine in the 1830s, a mechanical general-purpose computer. Though never fully built in his lifetime, his concepts laid the foundation for modern computing. What everyday item did Percy Spencer accidentally invent using radar technology? The answer is microwave oven. In 1945, Percy Spencer noticed that radar waves melted a chocolate bar in his pocket. This accidental discovery led to the invention of the microwave oven. Which ancient civilization invented paper? The answer is China. Kai Luan of China is credited with inventing paper around 105 AD using bark, hemp, and old rags. Before paper, people wrote on bamboo strips, silk, or animal skins. What did Nikola Tesla pioneer that powers our homes today? The answer is alternating current. Nikola Tesla championed alternating current, which proved more efficient than Edison's direct current for transmitting electricity over long distances. AC power now lights up the entire world. Who invented dynamite in 1867? The answer is Alfred Nobel. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite to make construction and mining safer. He later used his fortune to establish the Nobel Prizes, awarded annually for outstanding contributions to humanity. What was the first message ever sent over the internet? The answer is hello. In 1969, the first internet message was supposed to be login, but the system crashed after just 2 letters, L and O. The full message was successfully sent about an hour later. Which invention by Galileo helped us study the stars? The answer is telescope. While Galileo did not invent the telescope, he greatly improved it in 1609 and was the first to use it for astronomy. He discovered Jupiter's moons and the phases of Venus. What did Louis Pasteur develop that prevents diseases? The answer is vaccination. Louis Pasteur created vaccines for rabies and anthrax in the 1880s. His work on germ theory and pasteurization also made food and drink much safer for everyone. What did John Logie Baird demonstrate for the first time in 1926? The answer is television. John Logie Baird demonstrated the first working television system in London in 1926. His mechanical TV showed a moving image of a ventriloquist dummy named Stooky Bill. Which company launched the first commercially successful smartphone? The answer is Apple. Apple launched the iPhone in 2007, combining a phone, music player, and internet browser with a revolutionary touchscreen. It transformed the mobile phone industry forever. What ancient invention is still used to tell direction today? The answer is compass. The magnetic compass was invented in China during the Han Dynasty around 200 BC. Originally used for fortune-telling, it later revolutionized navigation and exploration. Who invented the first practical sewing machine? The answer is Elias Howe. Elias Howe patented the first practical sewing machine in 1846. His invention used a lock-stitch mechanism that sewed 250 stitches per minute, 5 times faster than hand sewing. What revolutionary energy source did the first nuclear power plant use in 1956? The answer is uranium. The world's first commercial nuclear power plant opened in Calder Hall, England, in 1956. It used uranium fuel rods to generate electricity through nuclear fission. What did the Lumiere brothers invent in 1895? The answer is cinema projector. Auguste and Louis Lumiere created the cinematograph in 1895, which could record, develop, and project films. Their first public screening in Paris is considered the birth of cinema. Which material, invented in 1907, was the first fully synthetic plastic? The answer is Bakelite. Leo Baekeland invented Bakelite in 1907, the first plastic made entirely from synthetic materials. It was used in everything from telephones to jewelry and launched the modern plastics industry. What writing instrument did Laszlo Biro patent in 1938? The answer is ballpoint pen. Laszlo Biro, a Hungarian journalist, patented the ballpoint pen after noticing newspaper ink dried quickly without smudging. Today, over 100 billion ballpoint pens are produced worldwide each year. What did Willis Carrier invent in 1902 that keeps buildings cool? The answer is air conditioning. Willis Carrier invented modern air conditioning in 1902 to control humidity in a printing plant. His invention now cools homes, offices, and hospitals around the world. Which country invented fireworks over 1,000 years ago? The answer is China. Chinese alchemists accidentally invented fireworks around 800 AD while searching for an elixir of immortality. They discovered that mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter created spectacular explosions. What technology did GPS originally stand for when it was developed for the military? The answer is Global Positioning System. GPS was developed by the United States Department of Defense in the 1970s. It uses a network of at least 24 satellites orbiting Earth to pinpoint any location with remarkable accuracy. Thanks for watching the Inventions That Changed the World quiz. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button and subscribe for more quizzes. See you in the next one.